Good afternoon, everyone. As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
Why doesn't he just act like a president? That's a stupid way to say it.
You know, Donald Trump was asked on...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Can't figure the guy. I don't know, it's like watching a yo-yo. I shouldn't have said it that way. It's like watching...
It feels that way. I want to ask you...
I tell you what, I'm so darn proud. And those poor people who have lost, anyway. We have a whole group of lawyers who are going out to every voter registration physician in the states, the secretaries of state.
Mr. Vice President, thank you. Thanks for your time. Please come back in less than 13 years, sir.
All right, Chuck. Thank you very much.
All right. It's Chris, but anyway.
Chris. I just did Chris. I just did Chuck. I tell you what, man, these are back-to-back. Dealing with a felony that's committed, and I don't count drunk driving as a felony. That saves billions of gallons of gasoline. I mean, billions of $2.3 billion worth of, $500 billion in savings and 2-point-something billion metric tons of CO2 going in. Thank you, Dr. Pepper, and thank you, Chancellor, or Dr. Paper, and thank you, Chancellor. I believe this every fiber of my being. We're posed. What I propose is it can be done. I think we're in a position to really make it happen. And my team and your team are already working closely together to light up the path forward here. Critical laws like the PRO Act to strengthen collective bargaining. On politics like prevailing and look. I guess I'm taking too much time, but it would put 720 million women back in the workforce. It would increase the GDP, to sound like a wonk here, by about 0.8%. It would grow the economy. This is not a moment for excuses or deflections or blame game. We're in the middle of a pandemic that had cost us more than 85,000 jobs as of today. Lives of millions of people, millions of jobs. And we're in a position where, we just got new unemployment insurance this morning, numbers, 36.5 million claims since this crisis began, and almost 3 million new claims in the last week. 150 million people have been killed since 2007 when Bernie voted to exempt the gun manufacturers from liability. More than all the wars, including Vietnam, from that point on. Unnecessarily, now we have over 120 million dead from COVID.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community.
The rapidly rising I don't know. I'm prepared to say that I have a record of over 40 years and that I'm going to beat Joe Biden. And we talk about that number like 600 plus thousand people. There's each and every one of them.
60,000. Yeah, 60,000.
660. I missed 60,000. In this primary from a campaign that's about negative attacks into one about what we're for, because we cannot get reelected. We cannot win this reelection. We can only reelect Donald Trump. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other guy. Give me a look, though, okay? That's all I really got to say to you. I'm about vision. We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts. And so, folks, if you're interested... By the way, this is my little sister, Valerie, and I'm Jill's husband. Oh, no, you switched on me. This is my wife. This is my sister. They switched on me. You cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. He has to wait till the cases before anything happens. Look, the whole idea is
He's got to get in place things that were shortages of.
Rapidly rising I don't know, his just inability to focus on any federal responsibility. $1,600 billion, $1,400 billion, $1,400 billion, $740 billion. It's hard to even say it, it's so much.
And by the way, you know, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Mr. President, wake up. Get to work. There's so much more to be done. President is to subscribe. During the primaries,